HBCU OverDrive is proudly sponsored by WeWorkForEverything.org. At WeWorkForEverything.org, this is for those who are trying to build for a dream with their latest hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and accessories and more. You can have it all here at a reasonable price. Black owned and operated out of the great state of New York. Like I said, get suited and booted. Check it out at WeWorkForEverything.org. Peace. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? This your boy Doc Holiday. We back again this evening with another banger of a show. This is the HBCU OverDrive pregame show brought to you by WeWorkForEverything.org. Go ahead, go to the website, get your merch from there at WeWorkForEverything.org. Also, just put it out here in the chat. Put it in the atmosphere. As always, make sure that you become a subscriber to the YouTube channel. Also, make sure if you want to, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HBCU _overdrive. Again, on both Instagram and Twitter, you can follow me at HBCU _overdrive. And last but not least, if you want to be, not last but not least, but also if you want to become an exclusive family member, all you have to do, just if you jump out of the chat, just hit the join button. We have 2 tiers. It is OverDrive Blue and OverDrive Purple. Either one goes back towards the channel. It helps with initiatives. It also helps with basically any type of equipment that we need to get for the show, for the channel. And last but not least, if you want to donate to the cause, donate to the channel, to the platform, just you can send it via Cash App at $ HBCU OverDrive. Also, you can hit me up. You can hit it up on the super chat, and we could get, your money will come in that way. All donations, all proceeds go back to either towards the channel or towards an initiative towards for that specific for a specific initiative that we're doing. Sorry about that. I'm tongue tied, y'all. But let me go ahead and bounce this back out right here. As always, man, we got the pregame show. We got 53 minutes to kick off for Texas State versus Jackson State. What up, Tada? What's happening? What's happening, man? It's been a minute since you've been on here. What's going on? I know everybody's going to other shows, going to other streams, but it's all good. We can do this right now. I'm not going to be on here too long. Just going to go ahead and get you a prelude to what's going to happen in this game. The keys to this game, keys to the game for today, the keys to the game for Jackson State on the offensive side of the ball is to make sure that you put out mismatches. Make sure that you have a mismatch between the tight end and the linebacker. Make sure you have a mismatch between the receiver and the safety. Make sure you have a mismatch with the running back out of the backfield. That's what you want to do. You want to have mismatches with this type of defense. Also, what you want to do with this defense for Texas State is you want to make sure that um, the bookends for Jackson for on the offensive line for Jackson State make them rush straight up the field. Do not give them any time to make that turn towards the quarterback. If you do that, I know it should be imperative on Jason Brown to make the necessary adjustment or to move around in the pocket, but do not have them turn that corner when they are on in a pass rush. Um, One thing I would say about uh, the linebackers for Texas State, they are inconsistent. Are they are inconsistent and they are undisciplined. So, what does this mean? This means it's a excuse me. This means it's a free for all for the tight ends, Jinxie Riley, and DJ Stevens, and maybe even Hayden Hagler if he gets in the game. It's a mismatch because you want to catch them sleeping. You want to catch them slipping. If you don't catch them slipping, that middle linebacker will attack the middle of the field. That's where you want to. That's what you want to do. You want to attack the middle of the field. You want to attack the zones in the other field, and also as an offensive player, as an offensive team, you want to make sure that you take what the defense gives you. Take what the defense gives you. Doesn't matter what it is, what kind of coverage they're in. If it's underneath, you want to take the underneath. It's an intermediate, you take the intermediate. Test them down the field on long throws, but you want to take what the defense gives you. Running the ball for Jackson State is a must in this game. You have to feed Irv Mulligan at least 20 to 25 times in this game, running or passing. Also, what you want to do is you want to get the 1-2 combination, bring in Desmond Moultrie with the 1-2 combination, and you want to make sure that whenever Irv gets out of the game, you want to make sure that he has fresh legs because this is going to be a barn burner. This is going to be one of those fights where styles makes fights. How you doing, Mo? Styles makes fights in this game right here. So you got to come out with a you have to come out being ferocious. You have to come out basically uh hit them in the mouth. Hit Texas State in the mouth defensively. Now, on the defensive side of the ball for Jackson State, it is imperative for our DNs to create a consistent and vicious pass rush to get to the quarterback, who is named TJ Finley. Hey, I'm ready for football. So you got to get to the quarterback, TJ Finley. If not, he will be able to pick you apart. That's the reason why, as far as on the defensive line, you have to create a vicious pass rush. And when I mean vicious, Antonio Doyle and Philip Webb are our two defensive ends. You have to create a pass rush to where you make TJ feel so uncomfortable in the pocket. He has no choice but to get outside of the pocket to try to scramble. Now, I will say this. Eddie D, hey, the game is at 7:30 tonight. They moved the game back because at the time we was baking like down here in Texas, so they moved the game back to 7:30. And if you want to know what channel it's on, if you can watch it, it will be on broadcast on ESPN Plus. So on the defensive side of the ball, I will say, like I said, this is what I will say. You have to hit these dudes in the mouth. Uh uh Texas State does have a big offensive line. Do not get me wrong. They do have a big offensive line. They at their average size of their offensive line is about at least 335 pounds. But looking at film, I look at film. They are slow. They are, especially the right tackle is slow out of his stance when it comes to. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. um, they are the right tackle is slow coming out of the stance, especially on passing situations. So it is imperative for whoever plays the right side, whoever plays if you're the right side, the defense is on the left side. So that would be not Doyle's side. That would be Philip Webb's side. You have to create a vicious, like I said, you have to create a vicious pass rush against this offensive lineman, against this right tackle. Like I said, he's slow footed because this tackle is I think he's at 345. He doesn't pack a big punch, but when it comes to them in the running game, it's mano y mano. It is mano y mano. You gotta dig in, and you gotta dig in deep. Get in where you fit in on when they run the ball. They really do not run the ball as well. They are a legit passing team. The way this team is set up, it is set up to mimic the run as far as throwing passes to the running back out of the backfield. So it's supposed to mimic a run. Um, Take everything. I mean, don't give them everything that you have. Make sure uh cover the running backs out of the flat. Tiny, linebackers need to be disciplined in this game. Linebackers need to be disciplined in this game when um um especially when in the passing situation. One might have to be an extra pass rusher. The other one is going to be floating in the zone to where they take the middle of the zone, the middle of the field out of the way. On the back end for our defense with the DBs, they have to be disciplined with these receivers. Bump them off the line. Play, mix in with zone and man coverage. Do not let them beat you off the line. Do not play 7 to 10 yards off the line because these dudes take short passes. And once they turn their body up the field, they can get ghost. They can get ghost. Now, the secret is there's no secret to this. The main thing, and I've said, and I will say it again, pass rush. Generate a pass rush. Them big nasty, them big uglies up front for that Texas State that offensive line. You gotta generate the pass rush. You got to. If not, you're gonna be lost in the sauce. Key to the game for Texas State, um, basically keep TJ Finley upright on the offensive end. Defensively, do not let the receivers for Jackson State beat you deep. Do not let them get any type of intermediate passes. If not, you're going to suffer the consequences, and it's going to be a hard consequence that you're going to suffer. But those are my keys to the game. Let's go into some action right now. Let's go into some football action right now from earlier today. Let's see. Earlier today, right now, in the third quarter, Over in Pasadena, California, North Carolina Central has not scored in this whole game. It is 59-0 with 6 minutes 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Central does have the ball, and how you doing, Miss Gloria? Central does have the ball, but Davius Richard was taken out of the game in the second quarter. Injury to his ankle. He was taken out of the game in the second quarter. Right now at halftime, Towson is up big on Morgan State, 20-0. Towson is beating Morgan with tempo, and that kills, that can kill a defense right there. Earlier today, Temple defeats Norfolk State 41-9. I mean, it's an FBS program that you play. I don't see Dawson Oldham seat getting any hotter than what it is right now. Richmond with a 38-6 victory over Delaware State. And I keep saying this again. It's the same issue that Dale State had last year. They cannot generate enough offense. And in a shocker, Hampton comes back from a 13-point deficit to defeat Howard University again, 35-34. I picked Howard to win this game. I'm trying to figure out how in the blue hell did they give up a 13-point lead like that. I guess Hampton one of the more than Howard. Oh Lord. Now Howard can't do this. You can't give up 258 rushing yards in this game and 4 touchdowns. They did bottle up the pass, but to give up almost 300 yards rushing in this game with 4 touchdowns on the ground, you cannot sustain a winning culture in it, for a team like that. Quentin Williams for Howard was 19 of 38, 50% passing, 273 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. As a team, they ran for 116 yards on 39 carries with 1 touchdown on the ground. I'm upset because I feel like they moved away from the run when they had the lead. They should not have been passing the ball. This is going to be a tough loss for Howard going into their next game, which would be in 2 weeks, in week 5, when they go against Robert Morris. And I hope they win against these guys, because if not, that tells me a lot about their program now. Tells me a lot about their program. On the SWAC side of the thing, SWAC side of the bracket, FAMU and West Florida are tied 3-3 at halftime. I will say this. I can say this, y'all. West Florida came out there to play. Even though Pee Wee Jarrett is 4-12 for 27 yards, West Florida came out there to play. For FAMU, Jeremy Musa is 9-17 right now, 92 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, which is a good thing. They ran for 45 yards as a team right now, but it's all about the defense. It's about the defense right now. The defense is holding it up for both teams right now. With 9 minutes and 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Pine Bluff is up by 1 against Miles College, 21-20. And Miles just completed a 39-yard pass to the Pine Bluff 29-yard line for a first down. They are driving in this game. Like I said, if I said this morning, if Pine Bluff loses this game to Miles, I don't think it's indicative on our conference. I just think it's indicative on the team that the team is just not that good. And I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna keep it like that. Hey, don't argue with me. Argue with your mama. Clyde Peter Jr. is 11 of 26, 219 yards, no touchdowns, no interception for Miles College. They got 107 yards on 37 carries as a team right now with 2 touchdowns on the ground. And that's Miles College for Pine Bluff. Combined quarterbacks, Mekhi Higgins and Jalen Macon, 9 of 19, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. They have ran the ball as a team for 189 yards on 30 carries with 1 touchdown on the ground. I'm going to that FAMU game is on HBCU Go, bro. That FAMU game is on HBCU Go. And right now, Miles College is moving the ball down the field, y'all. They have not let up. I don't see any type of let up in this game. I don't know what to say. In the second quarter, early in the second quarter, right now, SMU is up by 3 touchdowns against Prairie View, 21-0. Like I said, get your money, go back to the house, get ready for the next game. That's all I see. That's all I can say right now for Prairie View. Get your money and hurry up to the house. End of the first quarter down in Houston. Texas Southern is down big against Rice, 28-0. Again, get your money and head to the house. In this game, Andrew Body's not playing in this game. That lets you know everything about Texas Southern right now. Andrew Body is not playing in this game. Jace Wilson, the transfer from Furman, is the quarterback for this game right here. Right now, the Rice Owls have held Texas Southern's offense to only 13 total yards. 13 total yards of offense right now for Texas Southern. $13 total yards of offense for Texas Southern, and it's only in the end of the first quarter. Right now, down in the Bluff with 4 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first half, Southern is up 7-3 on Alabama A&M. Got in this game, Quincy Casey is starting for Alabama A&M. 2 or 3, 25 yards, no touchdowns right now. And right now I'm checking it out. Southern is on the move, y'all, in the mustard yellow uniforms today. They are on the move in the mustard yellow unis. Down in the Delta right now, you got Mississippi Valley up by 7-6 with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. They don't have any stats right now, but give me a couple of times. I will check to see what the stats are for this game right here. But they are up right now against Delta State 7-6. At the reservation with 34 seconds left in the first half, Alcorn is up 2 touchdowns against McNeese State 14-0. And see what we got right here. What's our stat line right now? Who's the quarterback for Alcorn? They are going with a 2-quarterback system. Aaron Allen is the starter, the true starter right now. He's 9-11, 62 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Tyler Macon is 2-2 for 10 yards. Also, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But it is the Jarvion Howard show right now. He has 7 carries right now, 72 yards with a 10-yard average and 1 touchdown. His longest run was 51 yards today. Javante Leatherwood adding in 48 yards on the ground with Nico Duffy with 28 yards also on the ground. So the three-headed monster, the three-headed Russian attack with Duffy, Leatherwood, and the Purple Rhino, Jarvion Howard is doing what it's supposed to do against McNeese State. Earlier today in SWAC play, from earlier today, Grambling took on Florida Memorial down in Grambling, Louisiana. They come out with the 58-22 win against Florida Memorial. I'll say this, Miles Crawley is, I'm going to say it just like this. If Musa can't put it out there right now, Miles Crawley is the second best quarterback in the SWAC. Don't argue with me, argue with your mama. I'm gonna say it again. If Musa doesn't get it done today, Miles Crawley is the second best quarterback in the SWAC. I'm just putting it out there. Also in Division 2 right now, we got some Division 2 game from earlier today. Let's see. From earlier, Bowie State defeats Shaw 21-7. This run Bowie State to 2-1. And this would be their first, I think this is their first conference win right now for this season against Shaw. Don't have any stats on there right now. Looking, y'all, West Virginia State with a 20-point victory over Concord, 47-27. I'm gonna have to follow this kid right here. I'm gonna have to follow that quarterback. Have to follow that quarterback for West Virginia State. Who's the first man talk? I mean, we win tonight. I say Jason Brown, but the way that FAMU is playing right now, Musa is not. He ain't the best quarterback right now. Let's see. Central State and Tuskegee. Tuskegee comes out with a 6-point win against Central State down there at the Shed. Also, you had Benedict with the big win against Lane College, 54-7. This is the first time Benedict has been scored on this season. 3 games for this season, they only had 7 points scored on them for the entire season. And this is the second time this season that they have scored over 50 points in a game. I think, look, Benedict is on the road. They is marching. They don't care who is in front of them. They want to repeat as SIAC champs. but the road don't get easier for them later on down the line. Let's see. I think I was watching Albany State of Morehouse last time I saw it. Albany State was up 17-7. Lincoln University of Pennsylvania is, and Fayetteville State is on right now on the CIAA network. So these I'm getting scores off of ESPN right now. But yep. Oh, you said Valley up 7 on Delta State? Uh-oh. I wonder if that game is on their Valley Sports Network. I'm gonna check and see on that one. And shout out to my bros who do the wild card for Alabama State. Man, they got some good jobs, got promoted within the athletic program for what they do in this YouTube in the YouTube space. Shout out to them dudes right there, good kids right there, man. Let's see if anything's on here. Let's see. I don't think they have anything on right now. So, I don't know. They don't have anything as far as right now. If they showing it on ESPN, I mean not ESPN, but on YouTube. But man, that's everything that's going on around in HBCU football. I am still surprised. I am still shocked and surprised how Hampton came back from a 13-point deficit to take the game away from Howard late in the fourth quarter. And with all the issues that they got going on with players not being certified, same thing that happened to FAMU last season, happening with Hampton right now. So I'm gonna say it just like this. Howard, you got 2 weeks to get prepared for Robert Morris. You got to win that game, because if not, this is indicative about what you put out there on the field. Dr. Love, let me see. I'm gonna tell you like this. When Grambling and Prairie View play, it's going to be a quarterback battle between Conley and Miles Crawley. It's all gonna come down to defense and who has the better coaching style, who's able to actually adjust in that game. But when they play in the State Fair Classic in 2 weeks, we shall see, and I will be there. I haven't been to no HBCU football game yet. I've been transitioning through employment, so pretty much I'm just been transitioning from one job to another. So just give me a chance. I should be at that game on that Saturday afternoon. But as far as for what we see with Jackson State against Texas State, I gave my spiel about what they need to do, and I'll give my prediction as far as the score goes. They just need to create a vicious pass rush on defense. They need to be, run the ball more, play action pass, utilize the tight ends, create mismatches within that for that, against that defense. Um, keep Jason Brown upright. That's one thing. Um, make sure that he gets the ball out real quick, and I think you got to start out. You got to start off fast, and you got to score fast and often in this game. I don't see anything else uh, prior to that, but that's what you'll probably have to do. We got 20 minutes left to kick off for the game. If you in here, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and make sure if you want to, you can hit the Cash App for a donation to the channel and also a super chat if you want to use the super chat for the channel. Yes, sir, Mr. Hall. It is FAMU 3-3 at halftime. They don't look too great right now. That's the Cash App. So if you want to cash out to help out with the channel, like I said, we still got to pay bills for this thing, and I want to make sure that every penny counts for this channel, y'all. But I'm gonna get my spiel. I wasn't gonna be on here too long. I wanted to get my spiel as far as the score. Put your score if you're in the chat. Put your score, your prediction of the score for tonight's game in the chat, and we do got it on wax. So if you are close to the score by the end of the game, I'm trying to see what we can do for you. Trying to see what I can do for you. All right. Put your score in the chat for tonight's game. Give me your score predictions for tonight's game. But I would tell you this: if you don't want to put it in the chat, you can put it as put it in a comment. But give me your score for tonight's game. I, on one hand, I'll have Jackson State winning by a close one. I think I said 27-21. I might change it up. I'm gonna say 27-17. I said a close game earlier today, but I think I have a feeling. In my gut that we're gonna win this game by at least 10 points. I have a feeling that we'll win this game by at least 10 points. Make sure that you put your score in the chat. If you need to go, if you don't want to watch it on ESPN Plus, you don't have ESPN Plus, my bro Rev with the Lit House, he is live streaming that game right there. I don't know anybody else. Oh, I think my guy in between the game sports, he should be live streaming that game. Also, I don't know anybody else who's live streaming the game, but if you do not have ESPN Plus for the subscription, you can go to Rev and the Lit House and watch the game on that side right there. But I appreciate everybody for jumping on for this little short notice. This is the pregame show. This ain't the pregame show. This is HBCU OverDrive pregame show. We on food with them folks up in Siberia, America, like that. But make sure that you like this. Make sure you like this stream. Make sure that you comment, share, and most of all, subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU OverDrive. I'm your boy Doc Holliday. I am the voice of HBCU culture. We will be back on here tonight, directly after the game, for the post-game conversation with Jackson State and Texas State. So get ready. Like you say, fired up, J State. And as always, y'all already know how I say it. Be blessed, stay safe, stay dangerous, and if it's still hot outside where you at, stay hydrated. Back after the game tonight. Peace.